Of the Democratic presidential primary debate, and a new set of candidates take the stage tonight. Our Samantha-Jo Roth joins us now from Miami to look at what to expect tonight. SJ, the same stage and same format, but different candidates. Do we expect to see a different dynamic tonight? Otherwise, hoping that the mics all work?
Tim, I think we absolutely will see a very different dynamic tonight. We saw some confrontation last night by Beto O'Rourke, Bill de Blasio, a few, just to name a few there. But those confrontations really didn't happen until about 40 minutes into this debate. I think we're going to see a very different dynamic. Fireworks could fly somewhat early. As we know, Vice President Joe Biden will be the target of a lot of attacks tonight. And so far, we really haven't seen Joe Biden really launch any counter-aggressive. They're talking, he really hasn't referenced any of his opponents, and that's going to be nearly impossible for him to do tonight. He's going to have to confront it head on. You know, the former vice president really has never been in this position, had a debate being the front runner, and it'll be interesting to see how he is able to deal with all the attacks. Now, some of the interesting people who might be lobbying those attacks, Senator Kamala Harris might be one of them, California Senator, also a former prosecutor, California Attorney General. We've really seen her rising her profile a lot over the last few months. She's on a few really key committees and some very interesting hearings where she's really made her voice known. One other thing that we're going to really look for is Bernie Sanders. Now, if you remember last time around in the 2016-2015 cycle, when he was debating Hillary Clinton, he was really not very aggressive. If you remember, there was that time on the debate stage where he stood in solidarity with her, talking about how, you know, the U.S. is not interested in the contents of her emails, standing with her. I don't think you're going to see that Bernie Sanders on stage tonight. He's really going to try to draw contrast and make a name for himself, and he might be really going on the aggressive, Tim.
SJ, we're almost out of time here, but real quick, did we get sort of a playbook from the Democrats last night, reading through the tea leaves of their answers and what they might be wanting to do moving forward?
I think what we could see is last night we really didn't see a lot of them lob attacks at President Trump. Of course, he was, mentioned a few times here and there, but, some of the attacks of the president's, rhetoric the most are Elizabeth Warren, Bill de Blasio. Neither one of these candidates even brought him up last night. And I think that's going to be a theme going on. A lot of these Democrats want to talk about, Democratic policies and how they can stand out versus, that they all dislike the president's policies and some of his moves. So I think that's going to be a prominent theme, but we'll have to see tonight.
Yeah, and Governor Inslee, one of the loudest moments is when he said that President Trump was the biggest threat to this country. Going to be fascinating. SJ in Miami tonight, thank you so much as always.